What up, guys? Something a little bit different for you. We're gonna try some long form content. So I just did some recordings of my weekend and all the events. We're really trying to figure out how to place large dogs. That's the $1 million question. So that's what this video is about, and I hope you enjoy. All right, y'all. So tonight was kind of a bust. 6 people signed up and only 1 person showed up. And then it was super stressful because I had to find places for all the dogs, but everyone's good. And I've been fostering Loki, who's right there. And then I also brought home Lyles. And both of these knuckleheads were acting, hey, can you stop? Both of these knuckleheads were acting so scared during the event. Everyone was like, oh my God, they're so scared. Oh, and then I take them home. And they're just chaotic kings over here. I don't know what to say about it. I already know Loki's like this, and I try to explain it to people. I'm gonna take a video next time he's at an event to show how scared he is. And then he comes home and he's totally chill. I have a bottle baby kitten too. This is not normal, guys. This is actually just a really intense weekend. But the bottle baby is going to someone else tomorrow. So that's great. And yeah, I kind of knew. I just wanted to go, I explained, I wanted to go hardcore for the dogs this month because I know what happens in the shelters during these months, and I wanted to stand in solidarity. And so we have 10 dogs at Sea Dog Inn. They're all amazing. We've placed 3 so far. So that's pretty good in the first week. Except, yeah, I had 6 people say they were going to show up for sleepovers. Only 1 person did. Your boss, Cassandra. She took Ariel, which was a good choice. She's really cute. Yeah, so anyway, that's my update. And in case you see these boys at an event and they are acting terrified, it literally is just in social settings. They're introverts. I keep trying to tell everyone. Scared of what? Loki? Wait, oh my God. Lyles, stop. Lyles was acting so scared too. He's cute. He's not very big. Very polite, just scared. He kind of looks like a bull terrier, but he's dapple maybe? Brindle? A light brown brindle. Beautiful dog. And I know he grew up in shelters, and I just feel bad for those dogs. I always do, because one, I like that they're almost always they're almost never aggressive, and there's probably a few reasons for that. One, they are puppies still, and 2, the shelter is not all bad. They get a lot of exposure to other dogs, and I think because of that, shelter puppies, the puppies that grow up there, tend to be really dog social. And he is. Because Loki's a little bit socially awkward. Alright. Guys, I'm being very honest. Part of the reason I like to do this with dogs too is because I really want to feel comfortable putting them in somebody's home.
Oh, look how dainty.
Yeah. You needed proper attention. Yeah. I'll be impressed if you lay down with him. Oh, you give Matilda kisses. Hi, Matilda. You give me kisses. Oh, thank you. Here, when they come from a dog. Although Gunner already got a mouthful of tongue in my.
All right, so we're at day 3, and today also did not go as planned. I had one of my techs get sick today, and so they were not able to come in for their scheduled shift. And because of that, I was not able to bring the adoption unit out to the boardwalk. So all the dogs can't go, which is super unfortunate. Yeah, but luckily I did have some awesome volunteers who were game and took some of the dogs, 2 of the dogs, to the boardwalk for me today. So at least we're still out there a little bit, which I really appreciate. All right, y'all, so thought I would end with my friend Albus here. So this weekend did not go as planned, but learned lots of things. I mean, one, it's a holiday weekend, so people are just a bit more flaky on a holiday weekend, I think. I'm not trying to blame people, though. I think it's good to just accept reality sometimes, you know? So everyone's doing the best they can, and that's cool. We'll try again next week. Albus got to go on a sleepover. So a lot of times for these big dogs, what I tell people is like, a lot of these dogs just don't have a lot of life experience yet, and we have to give them life experience. And so him going on a sleepover is great. Him having to come up to the center and sit in this room and listen to me talk to this camera is all good life experience. And so that's what we got to do for these big guys. And the big dogs are just harder to place. And that's okay. That's okay. We just got to figure it out. But we will figure it out for sure. And you know, I think since we are doing more long form content, for me to just talk, when it comes to like the no-kill world, I think what I hear a lot from shelter people is overwhelm. And so it doesn't matter how many animals you're taking in, if they're not moving out, it's going to be overwhelming for you in your shelter. And it doesn't have to do with open, how do I say this? It doesn't have to just do with a shelter being open intake or not. An open intake shelter on average is going to take in like within 1,000, depending on how big the shelter is, they're going to take in roughly the same amount of animals year after year. And there's trends that you can see. And so I think that's why, like, I talk about like high performers in animal shelters, and I think high performers are going to be looking at data, and they're going to be trying to create programs looking at that data to support the animals. And at Lifeline, we figured out the cats. Like the cats, we know what to do with cats, and we can pretty much take in whatever cats our partner shelters need us to take in, and make it work. From like the neonates to the old cats. Cats, we kind of like, we know what we're doing, okay? Puppies, same thing. Small dogs, easy. Both of those, pretty easy. The hard thing at this point are dogs like Albus, who are larger, who maybe, I don't want to say that they're like bad dogs. He's not a bad dog. Oh my God, I would never put that on Albus. He's such a sweet boy. They just are more complex. They need a family who's a little bit more open to working with them, right? But here's the thing, puppies are the same way. Puppies are gonna turn out to have personalities that you're gonna have to deal with. And if you're a pet owner, you know what I mean, right? So it's not really different. It's just an adult dog. They kind of already have a personality, and we know, you know, more about them. Yeah, I'm just talking because again, we're trying to do maybe some more long form content. Yeah, but back, I feel like I'm just going all over the place. This is good for Albus though too. Look, he's just back here watching me. Are you a good boy, Albus? But really, the short of it, there's no short of it, is that animal welfare is incredibly complex and hard. But it's not, I've said this before, it's not population control to put animals down in shelters. It's not good for the animals either, especially large dogs. It's not good for large dogs to be sitting long term without structured enrichment. It's not ideal, it's not good. And so a lot of times that's like the debate that we're hearing is, well, you can't have an animal sitting in a shelter deteriorating mentally and behaviorally. And I agree with that. I do agree with that. And so to me, that comes to, we have to figure out what to do with these large dogs. We have to figure it out. It's the only way. It's the only way, and we need to figure it out and then teach other shelters how to do it. It's the only way. So that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Huh, Elvis?